everybody? We are here at New York Comic Con 2015. We are Marvel Live. I am Marvel.com senior editor Ben Morse. He is
Blake Garris, and we are with two of our favorite people, part of the Marvel family, who need no introduction because you always introduce yourselves so much better than we could. Please.
Yo, what's up, y'all? DMC in the place to be, and the only place for you to be is right here with Marvel, because we are marvelous.
I always have to go after this guy.
Right? You do well, though. Come on, you've done well.
Yeah, what's up, Nueva York? This is Edgardo in the place to be with DMC, the one and only, and we're about to rap for Marvel because that's how we do.
I like it. That was pretty good, man.
He's getting better. He's getting better.
We love you guys. We always like having you on the show.
Yeah. Thank you,
first off, let's talk comics.
Yeah, a lot of
All
great
right,
stuff on the
let's get
table.
right into it. So this
Last year, we
Go ahead,
debuted issue #1 of the DMC graphic
Numero
novel.
uno.
That was last year. This year, what do we have?
This year we got #2.
We finally have issue #2.
That makes sense.
We on our way.
That makes sense.
So we actually had a lot of fun with issue #2, and we
good.
actually worked with some classic Marvel artists for the cover.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So the
We
first
got
cover.
two covers, because remember, Raising Hell had 2 album covers. So we're trying to follow tradition here.
Oh, man. Triple
with
gatefold.
Our second issue, we got Bill Sienkiewicz
That's
to do
beautiful.
to do a cover.
That's
He
nice.
collaborated with graffiti writer Cat, and then we also had to bring in the king right now,
Got it.
Humberto Ramos, who also collaborated
sick.
with another graffiti king, Bio of the Taps crew.
Very cool.
And in the interior pages, it's like we got Wando, who he's fresh off the
Wando's
the Wolverines off at Marvel, and Afu Chan, who did one of the hip hop variants, the Spider-Man 2099. He did some of the interiors, and we have just an amazing crew of artists and writers. Amy Chu, and also
Big shout out to Amy.
and Greg Pak was actually our book script consultant. He
man.
worked directly with me and DMC, kind of like took all of our ideas when we were plotting, organized them well, and set it up for our writer.
We was kind of in a predicament because we had issue 2. So issue 2 has to, be better than issue 1.
Yeah.
And Greg came in, and big shout out to Greg, man.
Yeah,
He
big
brought
shout
him-
out
It's
to
like
Greg
Coach
Pak.
Bill Belichick or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He helped us
absolutely,
win, man.
It's Sunday. It's
And we
perfect
had
for-
in between each issue.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah, when we started to plan issue 1, we did an issue 0, which was like a smaller comic book, and it did real well. Then we did issue 1, and then we was like, hey, you know what? From now on, we're going to use the .5s to introduce the new characters.
Right.
So in between issue 1, we got 1.5, which sets you up for the new character that will be introduced in the next issue. So we on issue 2, 2.5, we will introduce a new hero or villain, right?
Yeah, exactly. And in 1.5, we introduced Lack 6, who was actually featured in the first book,
Yes,
but
she
she
was in
heroes
there as-
up. She heroes up in the next issue.
In the first book, she's a student. She got attitude. She's smart. She's educated. She's from the hood. We want to break down all those stereotypes because all of our children have the potential to be incredibly awesome. And on top of that, inside of all of our children is a superhero. And y'all know that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He just said it. I just hold the book.
You're having a really good problem here by selling all these out at all the comics.
Well,
right?
actually, we sold out on almost
We
all
sold
of these
out
yesterday,
those.
and we
Wow,
actually
man.
found maybe 2 dozen. So these are going to be out, and these are already we're already set up to go into our second printing. Because later in November we're going out to England for the Thought Bubble Festival.
Oh, nice.
Because Tula Latay did the cover, and she did a second variant cover.
Tula.
And Tula Latay is actually, she produces the Thought Bubble Festival in England. So we're doing our thing.
We're doing good.
Following in your
And big
footsteps.
shout out to Marvel for all
real.
the assistance that they give us, because I wouldn't be DMC, the greatest MC on the face. No, forget the planet. I wouldn't be DMC, the king of rock, the greatest MC in the universe, if it wasn't for Marvel inspiring me and motivating me when I was a little kid that used to get picked on. But I had to go Hulk on these people.
we gotta say, for people who've been living under a rock and haven't seen any of our interviews, you are a legit Marvel fan.
Yes.
Take us through a quick rundown of how you.
It's true. When he lists off his favorite characters, he gets them. It's good.
I grew up in Hollis, Queens, New York, as everybody know. I went to Catholic school, you know what I'm saying? So for me, and by the way, I was an honor roll student with 5 and 6 stars on the forehead. You know what I'm saying? But as a little kid, I got picked on, I got teased, I wore glasses. So my whole life was, hey, 4 Eyes, Pop, did you see that? So, life outside of school and outside of my house was miserable. But when I was in my house, it was Marvel comic books, everything, Spider-Man, Hulk. Me and my brother, we had the hugest collection of Marvel comic books. And the beauty about Marvel comic books was it was New York City. So I'm this little kid living in Queens, New York that couldn't go nowhere because I'm a little kid. You know what I'm saying? I had to be in a house when my mother was like, when you see that street light come on, you have your butt in this house. So Marvel comic books had superheroes running around New York City, but at the same time, it showed me places that existed in New York that I heard about that I couldn't go to. I mean, Marvel was so influential on me. I remember the first time that my mother took me to Manhattan, and we was over by Roosevelt Island, and I seen a tram thing. And she was like, what's the matter? Mommy, I can't breathe. She was like, what's the matter? What's the matter? I saw that in Spider-Man. And she was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So Marvel, it inspired me and motivated me. And my whole presence in hip hop, my persona, my dominance, my power, my delivery. You know, Chris Rock said 15 years ago, they did an interview in Rolling Stone magazine, Run DMC, what's the big deal? And you know, everybody, our peers in the music, musicians, journalists, you know, talked about what they like about Run DMC. And this is 15 years ago, but Chris Rock said, yo, Run and Jay were cool, but DMC was my superhero, the way he looked, the way he sounded, his delivery and everything. And my joke was, oh my God, I've been discovered because I'm really a superhero. This is just a cover, but Marvel enabled me to really become the king of rock, the devastating
but
mind
D,
controller.
tell them some of the characters you used to read, because everybody knows Spider-Man, Hulk, but...
No, Deathlock, see, I'm deep. Deathlock was incredible, but everybody is up on the Avengers. Do y'all remember the Defenders?
Of course.
I used to collect that religiously.
Now, why'd you go with the Defenders over the Avengers?
No, the Avengers was cool. I couldn't believe that there was this other clan in the Marvel Universe called the Defenders. And, you know, it's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's almost like, you know, everybody ride with the football team that's winning. So it was just good to have another team that was in this universe. You know what I'm saying?
So you're going to, when the Defenders comes out on Netflix, you're going to be like,
oh, this coming.
That's
wow,
right.
yes.
Bringing the
Oh my
Defenders to
God.
TV.
I was there before.
He was
honestly,
I was there before you, Hollywood.
I'm just waiting.
I had a comic book in the 70s.
I'm waiting for the DMC cameo, because if we're going to be shooting in New York, somebody needs to run into DMC. So we need to talk to Kevin Feige about that.
So we got to admit something to you. You always do a rap for us on the show. You've always been the only person to do a rap for us. Unfortunately,
somebody else is right.
We've found another as well.
Really?
Brian, can we roll the clip?
Let's roll that clip, Brian.
Can you freestyle rap about Ultron?
Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, inspiration right here.
Inspiration. Got it. Sitting at the New York Comic-Con, and you asked me to talk about the robot Ultron, but is he really a robot or is he really an android? Really doesn't matter, because I got both the game and the toy. Now, if you want to talk about the history, let me put it back, because it's really not a mystery. Everybody in the movie world thinks it was Tony Stark, but actually, that's not him from the start. Actually, it was really the Pym, the one and only man, Ant-Man, the brother who made him up. And then, I just want to say that I really thought he was on, because when I see the baddest, it's always is Ultron, because who's really going to stop the Avengers? Only one. Ultron's the man, because he's always having fun. Fun in the way of killing people, which isn't really nice, but of course the brother is just simply cold as ice, because he has no heart. He's made of steel, but the man is all for that, but not really. Actually, he's real. He's actually made of antimonium, the same thing that Wolverine has in his body. So when he gets up, you really want to have a killing party? Bring on the man, bring on the Don, bring on the only one, the brother Ultron.
What?
Not bad,
What are
right?
your thoughts?
Pretty good.
Really good, man. He got magical skills.
He got
no pun intended.
So we have a shield here, Captain America.
Yes,
shield.
when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Let's rub it and see if any magic
See what happens.
Oh my goodness!
It's like we had a bit
How you doing?
I am absolutely honored to be in the presence of the devastating mic controller DMC.
What a place to be. Thank you, man. Thank you. This is awesome. Wow.
I love your work, man. Seriously.
Thank you, bro.
Ben, should we just put our mics down
some
and see
verses?
if
Absolutely.
Pick some
It's
rhymes.
not bad rap.
I'm with you.
Somebody going to do the beatbox or what?
You can, man.
yeah, feel free, please.
Legends.
All right, you go first.
You got it.
Yours.
Right now, you are witnessing history. I am standing here, I can't believe it, with DMC. I saw this brother back in the fact of Oakland, California. He was mopping the brothers like a bottle of ammonia. And I was sitting back thinking, I just want to be like that. I just want to make the people stop. I even rapped at 12 years old, call myself D, call myself the Prince of Rock. So I can be down with the kings. But then after a while, I started dancing and I started to sing. But when I grabbed that mic, I knew I had to get back on, because nobody raps better than the DMC, the Dawn.
I'm fantastic, just like the four. My mic is like the hammer of the mighty Thor. I'm the guardian of the geeky and gifted. The words that I speak make me worthy to lift it. And I got the vision, but unlike you, my old school style makes it all brand new. I am coming from an ancient place and time, but I'm back from the future with the sacred rhyme. 95 plus 5, 100% of the gods in the sky that I represent. Found out I got roots out in Charlotte now, and you can't defeat my invincible style. The most powerful force in the galaxy. So who would ever dare try to challenge me? The most powerful being in the universe. For me, that's a blessing. For you, it's a curse.
I like
Where you going there?
When they showed me the clip of you rhyming, I was like, yo, he's from the Bronx, man. He got mad skills.
Thank you, man. That's
But big shout out, though. Big shout out to the Bay Area.
Yo, my
This is the
hometown,
type
the
of
Bay Area.
talent
Thank
you
you,
got
man.
coming out of the Bay Area.
Straight up.
We everywhere. Hip hop is here, and Marvel is marvelous.
Marvel is the king, period. End of discussion.
I mean, how do we
Maravilloso.
follow that?
Yeah.
How do we-
James, thank you for doing this
Guys,
with us.
thank you so much.
DMC, Ed, what do we, how can fans
Yo,
check
catch
out
us
the
at Artist Alley at table H18. Follow us on social media at DMC Makes Comics. That's on Twitter and Instagram at DMC Makes Comics. Peace, y'all.
Guys,
Guys, thank you so
Great.
much. One more.
we will see you coming up here on Marvel Live at New York Comic Con 2015. But this was legendary. Thank you, guys.